Hey guys, welcome to Friday the 13th. I hope you guys are doing awesome today. Let's get right into your energies for the day. The moon's in Scorpio. So let's talk about this because for the collective, it's going to be in the seventh house. So the seventh house is the house of partnerships, of it's all kinds of partnerships. It's marriage partnerships, it's business partnerships, it's anyone we have a shared soul purpose with, really good solid friendships, very close ones, very close family connections, but this is definitely a day to contemplate the deeper things in life with the Scorpio energy. Definitely want to avoid unnecessary conflict, definitely tune into your intuition. All right. So, because with this seventh house energy, of as this deep transformative, because it's all about transformation, is traveling through that house of marriage partnerships, close soul connections. This can be a really nice energy for these type of relationships, and you want to spend time with these people, be it business or personal. But for some, this can end up manifesting in this kind of like testing where you're testing to see how sincere a connection is. How does somebody really feel about you? If you're feeling very vulnerable and insecure, and it's because in this Scorpio energy with the moon energy, we want to feel this deep connection. So, you're out, you want to meet people. Now, those of you who are meeting somebody brand new, like in an intimate way, you do want to be careful of this energy and make sure that they walk their talk, because this kind of energy can end up attracting people with issues, addictions, and stuff like that. So who needs that, right? Life is tough enough. So a couple of aspects that we have going on this day. We have the moon conjunct Mercury. This is going to be a pretty strong influence. And what does that mean? Ideas are going to be flowing freely, right? Very mercurial. You express your feelings, your thoughts, everything with clarity. It's a great time for any kind of projects you might be working on, cooperative projects, or for you to express your thoughts and your feelings to someone. You're feeling very compassionate and clear, very receptive, very assertive, and you're very able to listen as well as express yourself and get your point across. This is a great time to try to learn something also, right? Because Mercury rules Gemini and Gemini is the student. So listen to that lecture, read a book, watch that webinar, whatever, right? Because you're very receptive to positive communications at this time. We also have the moon is going to be opposing Uranus. So life is a medium influence. Life can seem a little tense in the later part of the day, and it's likely that someone is upsetting you or some sort of event is upsetting you that's impacting your equilibrium. And it might be difficult for you to remain calm. You might feel a little bit on edge. So you can avoid any kind of willful behavior, like reacting, by staying open to possibilities, right? And just kind of wait for things to like settle, right? Because something or someone may surprise you in a good way. Otherwise, you benefit from being the bigger person in some sort of situation that might be going on today. We also have the moon Ceci squaring Neptune, and this is a pretty strong influence, these silly Ceci squares. You may be feeling out of sorts today for one or more reasons. If your energy is low, then just relax and do something to chill yourself out that you really enjoy. This is not a really good energy to force anything. You're going to feel this is a very quick energy, so you're going to feel fine by later on in the evening or by early tomorrow. Any sort of disturbing energies are going to go away. We also have the moon quincunx in Chiron. This isn't too strong an influence, but I feel like it's still worth mentioning. Hurt feelings, right? As I always say with Chiron energy, always opportunities for healing. So you want to really look at, have you been suppressing any sort of emotions, any bitterness, any anger, right? Because if you are, look at it and let it go. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for something, or you maybe need to forgive somebody else. But either way, you can release some sort of past hurt in this energy and move forward, right? It really is a time, and I've been saying this kind of lately, it's a time to build bridges and not burn them. And this is a good time to just release any old patterns of behavior that then it's not serving you. We also have the moon squaring the midheaven, also not a very strong influence, but I feel like it's worth mentioning because it has to do with your job. So you might be really thinking about, are you emotionally satisfied with your career and your life direction? And you can make adjustments for you to your career expectations. maybe apply for a different job or take some sort of action in a way that helps you achieve something in a way that's more emotionally satisfying for your life objective. It's also a time to consider if there is a healthy balance between your private life and your public life, work-life balance in a way that ends up contributing to your overall well-being, right? Because if there is a balance, an imbalance rather, it's going to become pretty obvious and pretty clear to you at this time. All right, so let's pull some cards. Friday the 13th. Woohoo. Can this and can everything just get any more weird? Honestly, I have like a laundry list of things that I can share with you guys, but I don't want to bore you, but it's just been amazing. Some of the things that have been going on, crazy energies that I've been really running into. Wacky comments, mean. Some people are being so insanely mean that they don't even know me. They're being so, I have a thick skin, whatever, but I mean, it's just like, wow. And I'm not the only one. I'm totally not the only one that this is happening to. It's just very, very strange. YouTube is having all kinds of issues this week. I'm getting emails from people that, I'm being unsubscribed. I'm not getting my notifications anymore. I press the like button, it doesn't accept it. And, YouTube's going through all kinds of stuff. And, it's funny because Mercury's not retrograde. I got to tell you, like, my son who's away at college, his TV just randomly went on before, like really loud, right? While I was in the middle of doing a reading. Just very random, strange things. Random, strange things. I was getting my nails done and this lady started like yelling at me about dogs. It's just so random. I love dogs. I have 3 dogs. I'm like a dog lover. Okay. So anyway, very interesting energies that we're dealing with today. Anyway, let me pull the camera down and we'll see what kind of cards, what the cards want us to know about Friday the 13th. Okay. So we have Temperance. I guess I'll start there for you. 9 of Cups. Knight of Wands. Ace of Coins. Okay. 7 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like that kind of 7 of Wands energy is a very like a defensive energy, but I love that we got Temperance. So yeah, that definitely lines up with the astrology. The Temperance energy is about balance and harmony, patience, self-control, moderation, a little at a time. Don't get a little ahead of anybody's self, ahead of yourself. This is an energy of cooperation. You're going to be very open to cooperate in some way today. You just don't want to read too deep into anything. Now, it's very easy for all of us to feel very dreamy in our 9 of Cups energy because we have this heavy water sign of Scorpio going on. So we're going to feel very wrapped in our beautiful wishes coming true, material abundance, just really good things that we want to bring to ourselves moving forward. Now, we do have the Knight of Wands. Now, so, here is where I say, somebody out there needs to hear this because the moon in Scorpio, while it is we're all going to be feeling this very strong pull to be very connected to relationship. Some of us are going to feel very connected to making changes, either in our relationship, right? Or because Scorpio is all about transformation, right? Or even making changes in, anything having to do with the 8th house. So it could be like any sort of business connection, making some changes in our investments. These are all things that we could be feeling today, right? Because Scorpio is the landlord of the 8th house, which has to do with anything cyclical. So our investments, anything with the stock market, anything having to do with like inheritance, retirement, anything like that, any kind of payout like that. But the bottom line here is the Knight of Wands indicates an argument, right? And it's some fast talking energy. So there could be a little bit of conflict and it can end up, if you're not careful, in a life altering situation where it ends up inciting some sort of lifestyle change. Now, it doesn't have to be bad. It could be good. It could be like, I've been with you for how long? And, I really care about you. And I think it's time that we level things up and And it could be that kind of thing where maybe you guys get married or you move in together, you have a baby or whatever it is that would be, one way or another. in relationship of all kinds. So you can apply it to your own life in that way. But we have this idea with the Ace of Coins, which indicates a new job, a raise, a promotion, investment, new income. So it's very interesting that even though, right, I was mentioning about the connection with the moon and the midheaven, as even though, it's indicated to me as it being a weak influence, I felt called to not leave that out, right? I mean, I don't tell you guys every single little aspect because we'd be here for an hour, because a lot goes on in the sky, even within 5 minutes, right? But this can indicate that, right? Some of you either finding out that you're getting a new job, a raise, promotion, finding out about a new investment, some sort of new income, finding that house that you like, finding out that you're getting the mortgage, the loan came through, you're selling your house, you're buying another, anything like that. For others of you, this could indicate that you're meeting somebody new, because coins can mean mental, physical, and emotional connection as well. So just remember what I said before about when we meet somebody with the moon and Scorpio hanging around that seventh house energy, just make sure that somebody walks their talk. Now, we do have this working with the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is all about defending yourself, self defense, protection against the competition. So, this is going to make a sense for some of you. I mean, this can very well be where you feel like this pressure about competition at work. And this may be what's inciting you to think about, am I really happy here? Do I feel balanced in my job? Is this the kind of competition that I view as healthy and balanced? You could be in that kind of energy for sure. Where the Ace of Coins could be you just thinking about, that's it, I want to go. Others of you, this is just drawing a line in the sand saying, this is what I want, need, and desire, and it being accepted. It's not necessarily a bad thing at all. It absolutely is not, but it's just something that needs to be addressed, right? It is a Mars and Leo energy, and Mars is the ruler of Aries, is the modern ruler of Aries. It's all about that fresh path and new perspective. And when we have Leo in there, Leo's that fire sign. That's like, come on, let's go. So some of you with the Seven of Wands, you might be like, look, I feel really creative and I feel really good about what it is that I want to do, in this particular part of my life. If it has to do with, career, this could also certainly have to do with relationship, where you might feel like there's some sort of need to, defend why it is that you want, need, and desire, what it is that you want, need, and desire, which is okay. Listen, and expect that from the Scorpio. Scorpio is not a shallow energy. It's super deep. It's very feeling. It's very and it's very much a relationship energy. It really is. It's one of the stronger relationship energies. I always call it a we energy, right? Because it's that eighth house. It's where we share resources, share communication, share intimacy. It has to do with our partner's money combined with our money, other people's money. So again, back to the idea of maybe the bank is telling you that the loan came through, or you're getting some sort of payout, or something's happening with an investment. But having to do with that Scorpio energy, everything I just indicated, I do feel like you are going to be in a space in one way or another where you feel like you're needing to defend what it is that you have on your mind right now at this part of your life. So that is what I have for you for Friday the 13th. This could be a really good day, guys. Just seriously pick your battles. And if you could avoid, if you feel something coming on, you may be way better off just rising above it and addressing it in a day or two. You know, because I feel like the energies will be a little more settled after the moon leaves Scorpio. Okay? All right. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.